insurance.
You're getting taxed on the $600, and then they're taking it back from you straight out. So you're getting hit twice.
Yeah, that's
because
crazy.
you're getting hit at the higher tax bracket because of the income.
Because of income.
And then they completely subtract the entire $600 after that.
Yeah, so you're basically paying back what they took out in taxes.
Yeah, you're better off paying. They're better off paying their own insurance at that point. Like it was
it's
ridiculous. It made no sense.
And I'm in a union shop. We're going through it right now, where we're in the middle of contract debates. That's another thing that bothers people because I'm a little right leaning, but I'm pro union.
Yeah,
shit. Like, what the fuck you mean you're pro union? Like, I like unions. I think everybody should have a union. Fucking, it's a good thing to have. I was like, do I see the abuse that unions do, like with the teachers union and the police union? Yeah. I was like, there needs to be something done about that. I was like, but for the average person who's just working a normal job, I think that everybody should have a union. But we're going, and they want us to pay 50% on the fucking insurance, and I'm like, I'm not paying it.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, then don't take the insurance, and we'll give you $400 a month. I'm like, okay, for $400 a month, I can go buy outside insurance.
Yeah.
So what the fuck do I need your insurance for? But that's what they're going to do. They're going to tax me on it.
Yeah.
The extra $400 a month added, but I'll get taxed on it. It'll put me in a higher tax bracket. And between me and my wife, we're already in a higher tax bracket.
Yeah.
To the point that it's fucking bullshit.
So you get hosed. Yep.
Yeah, I'm like,
well, that's what they do now with the you used to be able to do your taxes where you do married file separately.
You still can.
Now it has to be joint. It's married joint. They take both of your incomes, combine them, and it's one income.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I know a couple years ago we did it like that.
Yeah, a couple years ago. Not anymore.
Oh, that changed, huh?
Yeah, and this was the first year I was doing taxes, and
Trump that changed
I wanted to do married separately, and no, they said you have to do joint, and we ended up losing like $3,000 on our return because we went into a higher tax bracket when you combine our incomes.
Is that because of Trump, or is that something?
No, it's nothing to do with Trump. Trump's tax plan goes into effect this year. It doesn't affect last year.
Yeah, I was going to say because my accountant was really happy about next year. She's like, you're going to get a lot of money next year. I was like, oh.
Well, next year is really good for businesses and for like middle class people. Families. I mean, I'm not like, I'm by no means like one of these people that are like geniuses and know all these things and what's going on. Yeah. But from what I hear, the hearsay is that the tax plan should be great for everyone, and then by the time he's out of office, I think the middle class gets hosed somehow.
Probably, that's
by like percentages or whatever they have.
But it doesn't matter who's in office; that always happens. The middle
every
class
time.
Gets fucked somehow.
They can't figure out a good tax plan. I'll tell you what, though,
how
it doesn't really matter.
How about fuck the federal government? You get no motherfucking taxes. I'll pay the state tax. I'll pay the state taxes for them to keep up with my roads and take my garbage and all that shit. And the federal tax can kiss my ass.
Yeah. Well, if the federal tax would handle all that shit, I'd rather pay federal tax than state tax. Because the state taxes, they're the ones that take all your freaking money and don't give any of it back to you.
Yeah, that's true.
The federal tax is a lot less.
Yeah, well, they take a lot more out of your check, though, too, if you look at it.
But you get it back. You get a lot back.
Get a portion of it back.
I don't know. I get it.
Well, you know what it is? You own a house.
Yeah.
I own a house. We both have kids, and we're married. So we get a lot more money back.
Yeah. Well, you could write off
than what a single person living in an apartment gets.
Yeah. But I don't understand, like, why, like my buddy, he bought a house in Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
He paid $75,000 more for his house than I paid for mine, but yet his mortgage with taxes and insurance is still $700 less a month than mine is. Because his taxes are only like $2,500, $3,000 a year. And they operate fine. Their schools are better. Virginia has some of the best schools in the country. Their town looks gorgeous. Everything's up to date, brand new. Here I'm in Long Island. I think the newest house was built in 1947. And I'm paying triple for all this shit. Where's the money going? Where is the fucking money going?
Because it ain't fixing my roads.
It's not fixing anything.
It's not fixing anything.
Where's the money going?
You're not even fixing the fucking beaches.
That's why I'd rather pay federal tax than state tax, because the state is clearly corrupt, this state.
The federal, they both are. You really can't win. I mean, it's a losing battle, right?
Yeah, but if the federal is corrupt and people down south in other states can have it as good as they do with the lesser taxes, I'll take that over what the hell the New York legislature's doing to us. Because whatever they're doing is absurd. Because it's not working.
No, it's
and
not.
I think they said New York is the number one state as far as like up and coming families like jumping ship and getting the hell out.
Yep.
Because nobody can afford to live here anymore.
We're not number one. We were top 3, I think it was. I think California also. A lot of people are California right now is in such shambles that they're trying to fucking separate. They're trying to make it 4 different states.
Yeah.
Or 4 different like parts of California.
Yeah.
Because California is so. You have these Northern Californians that are in the fucking
way different.
Yeah, they're in the
lifestyles.
mountains. They're in the mountains with the fucking wildlife and shit, and they're like, no, you guys are anti-Second Amendment. I need it. There's mountain lions, motherfucker. I need a gun.
Yeah.
It's like, and then you got people in LA that are all bougie and very, very progressive, and they want to tell the world what they should do, and it's like, yeah, you know what? It must be nice to live that lifestyle and to be able to just tell people.
I could see them having a North and South California.
I mean, I watched a video the other day. Girl on Dr. Phil, mother. They live in Cali. This girl's like, my mom needs to give me $2,500 a month for me to live. And the mom's rich out. She's a single mother, but she's obviously rich. She's successful. She's doing all.
Yeah.
Like, my mom's buying herself an Aston Martin. Why can't I get my G-Class series car?
Wow.
And Dr. Phil's like, well, didn't your mom tell you that she was going to buy your Mercedes? Yeah, C-Class Mercedes. That's bullshit.
Wow.
I was like, and this girl's 15. I'm like, yo, if my kid.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand, like, this is for. It's all entertainment. And I'm sure a lot of this is set up. Just like the Catch You Outside girl.
Yeah.
This fucking chick's going to end up being famous, too, and buying her own. But I'm like, if my kid ever spoke to me like that, I would make another one because that one wouldn't be alive anymore.
Yeah, 100%.
Are you kidding me? You know what my mother would have done to me had I spoke to her like that? You out of your mind? My Italian mom, she would have fucking pulled a wooden spoon, a metal spoon, the belt, the fucking anything she could find. Goddamn toothbrush, whatever was closest to her hand.
Forget it.
Beat me with that shit. Fucking senseless.
Get laughed at.
Yeah.
I get laughed at.
And I see this shit and people are like, well, no, there's no well. There's no well in this. This is the problem. This is the problem with fucking society is you people are raising little monsters that know no consequences and know nothing about hard work or earning anything.
Yeah. No, that's what it is, man.
You could take your participation trophy and shove it up your fucking ass. How does that sound? I remember being in we had field day or whatever, and I have 12th place fucking ribbons. And I was proud of that 12th place ribbon.
Kids need to win and lose.
Yeah.
Because real life has winners and losers. Like,
and that's it.
when you go to work, not everybody's going to get the same promotion just because they showed up to freaking work. You know, like, you got to do your job better than everybody else. It's a competition. Life is a competition.
That's the lesson I'm going through with my son now because he's playing soccer, and he's had 4 games, and he's lost all 4. And they keep losing, and he's getting very frustrated. And, like, he's starting to lash out on the field.
Yeah.
At kids that are fucking up. And I'm like, listen, don't you lash out because you ain't the best person on this field neither. And he's like, well, I'm not going to do this next year because I'm tired of losing. And I'm like, you got to lose. Why? Because losing makes you better.
Yeah, learn from it.
I was like, you learn from it. I was like, from the beginning of this season already, you guys have had 3 practices and 4 games. I was like, you guys already look better.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. He's like, but we still lost. I was like, but you scored 4 goals today.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other team scored 6 because you don't have a goalie.
Nobody's the best player day one.
Yeah, I was like, and that's what I was explaining to him because he's real. I've been playing basketball with him since he was born. When he was born, you could ask my wife. He had a basketball in his crib, not a rubber basketball, but like a little stuffed basketball, you know. And even with that, like, he hates playing against me because I play when he wants to play a game. I play with him for real. Like, I don't go all out on him like I would go all out on somebody my own age, but if he doesn't follow, like, let's say he doesn't take it back and he tries to shoot it, I'll swat the ball. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll swat it and he gets mad, and I'm like, well, play by the rules.
Yeah.
Play the right way. But what he can shoot on a 10-foot rim, on a regulation NBA rim at 7 years old, no problem. Getting him in, swish.
Yeah,
he
so
can
when he
dribble
plays
the ball.
people his own age, he'll be killing.
Yeah, he's fucking a killer against other kids his own age. And that's what I'm trying to explain to him. Like, we've been practicing for 7 years. I was like, and you're still not great at basketball. I was like, but you're very good for your age. I was like, and it's the same thing with anything else. I was like, with soccer, you just started playing last year.
Yeah, you can't expect to be number 1 right off the bat.
You know, and plus, he's a little taller than everybody else. So and you would think he'd be faster than everybody else because he's taller, but he's not. He's the fucking slowest one on the team because he's the tallest one on the team because he's a fucking little goon.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's
like,
the other thing too.
That's
the problem is that these kids want to be great at something day one, and if they're not, they just don't do it. So nobody has any commitment to anything anymore. Everybody's so flaky.
And
flake out on everything.
Me and my wife won't let him do that because that's what he tries to do. And he tried to do it in school, and he fell behind in school, and we were like, oh, okay, and we got him a tutor.
Yeah,
they went from telling us that he wasn't even going to make the 3rd grade to they're like, oh, he's all caught up. And that happened within a month.
Yeah.
A month and a half. They told us in January that he was at kindergarten level, grade level. And I'm like, all right, well, thanks for waiting 3 years to tell
to
me
let us know
that there was a fucking problem. And we got him a tutor, and we started working with him at home. And now all of a sudden they're like, we don't know what happened, but he's caught up. Yeah, because he was playing you. He was playing the shit out of you.
Yeah.
He knows how to do it because he's my son.
Hand these kids fucking whatever the hell they want and expect them to freaking think that they need to work for shit.
Yeah.
You know, you got to stop doing that. You got to make them work for shit.
Got to make them work for it.
That's it.
And I understand the problem is she has 24 or 23 students and has one teacher, no teacher's aide. But the problem with that is that's why the school systems are failing, because the 5 or 10 kids that are actually doing well are the ones that are going to get the attention, and the other 15 are going to fall behind. Until eventually they're going to go, oh, well, this person needs to be in special ed. Or you end up having kids that are in high school that are fucking illiterate and can't write.
Yeah.
Because they just keep pushing them ahead.
Yeah.
It's
now, the school system's
the
all
school
jacked
system
up.
suck.
It's all jacked up, man. And then the kids only get like 4 minutes for recess, too. And then they want to know why they're all fidgety in their freaking chairs.
Yeah.
Because you don't give them 5-second break in the whole like 7-hour day that you have.
Exactly.
The kid's going to flip the hell out. Just give him some drugs and have him shoot everybody later.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like what the hell?
Oh, let's put him on fucking. Put him on. He's got ADHD. I'm like, yeah, he's 7.
Yeah.
Of course he's got ADHD.
He's 7 and there's no recess.
Yeah.
You know, now they're not allowed to talk at lunch anymore. They have to sit there and eat their lunch in like these little freaking cube things. They're not even allowed to talk to each other. And they have 10 minutes to eat, and they have 10 minutes to play, and then they go back to learning.
Fortunately for us, his school's not like that. He gets a decent recess, and he's allowed to talk to the other kids in the classroom. But I have heard
the school districts by me, like the recess is literally it's like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Like you need you got to give these kids a half
an
hour, 45 minutes. Yeah, let them get it out. Otherwise, they're gonna get it out in the classroom.
Yep, exactly. Especially after you've eaten. The fucking food that these schools give them is the fucking most sugariest, fucking starchiest fucking food. You're eating them fucking bread all day.
Yeah,
they got sugar overload.
Their idea of throwing a vegetable on the plate is a bag of potato chips.
Yeah. Or there's fucking vegetables out of a can which taste like shit and are loaded with fucking sodium. It's like you're feeding all these kids shit, and then you're expecting them to have low energy.
Yeah,
like, you know. And then I come home and my kids got fucking 12 pages of homework to do for the week.
Oh my god!
Reading, math, and God forbid they send the parents home something like, "Oh yeah, by the way, here's the answers."
Yeah.
Just in case you don't know.
Yeah.
Like
there's some of these problems the way
they're
worded these days.
I'm
like, sorry, kid, I don't know what the hell this means.
And so we confronted the teacher about that, and she sent us a book. Like literally, my wife printed out 500 pages. She's like, "Here's a curriculum for the year. It'll say the module and what page you're on." Yeah. And I've done this multiple times where I take that book out. I'm like, module page, it's not the same shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my wife's like, "No, it is." And I'm like, "Okay, you show me then. Show me where it's the same shit." To the point where I had to figure it out. Or I started Googling shit, or I'm just like I'm relearning math now.
Yeah, because the way they teach it is absurd.
And the annoying part is I know the answer when I'm looking at it, but the way they want to figure it out,
you got to draw 40,000 blocks, and you got to add these and minus those.
Exactly. And circle this, cross out the circles. You know,
it's so ridiculous.
And that was where I was pissed off too, because I was teaching my son to use your fingers, count on your fingers.
Yeah.
And then when he get to school, they tell him you can't count on your fingers. So and I'm like, you don't fucking listen to them. You do it the way you know how to get
the right answer. Yeah, but now they want them to show all of their work.
And and they're like, "Oh, he's going into 3rd grade. Next year's multiplication." I'm like, multiplication in 3rd grade? I was still in the fucking letter people when I was a kid in 3rd grade.
Yeah,
we just started like addition, 2 + 2. What are you trying to do? No wonder why these kids can't learn anything, because you're fucking overloading them. Yeah. We're not in fucking Japan. We don't have 12-month school years.
Yeah, no, it's too much. It's too much. Your freaking brain can only process information 45 minutes at a clip.
Yeah.
Once you surpass that, like, without some type of break, 15-minute break to, like, refresh yourself, everything else is going in one ear and out the other.
Oh, exactly. And the tutor that we have for him even said the same thing. She originally only wanted to do a half an hour with him. Yeah. And she was like, but she did an hour with him. She was like, he can maintain for the hour. She's like, but after that hour, he's done. And she's like, and I can tell because right around 50 minutes, he starts getting like a little fidgety. She's like, no kid should have to work for that long.
Yeah.
And it's like, you got them working 7 hours a day in the fucking school. Then we got to come home and do 2 hours of homework. Fucking 20 minutes of reading because that's part of the curriculum. Or 10 minutes of reading because that's part of the curriculum. And it's like, by the time the kid gets to relax, it's dinner time.
And zero physical activity.
Yeah.
Zero.
Like, he's fucking gaga.
Yeah.
My son said, I was like, "What are you doing, gym today?" We play Gaga. I'm like, "What's Gaga?" He's like, "Oh."